Hello, dear friends. War writes stories we were never meant to read. This one was found, folded inside a soldier's coat, stained with blood and memory. These are the unsent letters of Private James Callahan. 2 women, 1 war, and a love that couldn't survive peace. June 7th, 1944, Normandy, France. They told us it would be hell. I don't think hell smells like this: wet sand, diesel, and blood. I lost Pete today, right there in the water. We landed together, but he didn't make it 10 yards. I didn't even have time to look at him. I held on to Maggie's photo, tucked it in my breast pocket before the ramp dropped. Her smile kept me from falling apart. God, I can still hear her laughing on the porch that last night in Ohio. She made me promise I'd come back, and I did, but I don't know if the part of me that said goodbye is still alive. August 10th, 1944, near St. Lo, France. We've been pushing through hedgerows, crawling in mud, praying we don't step on a mine. I killed a man yesterday. He couldn't have been older than me. Shot him before he raised his rifle. His eyes didn't even register what had happened. I read Maggie's letter 3 times today. She's planning our wedding. She wants to get married in the fall, under the oak tree by her dad's barn. She says she picked out a dress, off-white with lace she stitched herself. She calls me her hero. God forgive me, I don't feel like one. November 19th, 1944, Epinal, France. Caught some shrapnel. Nothing serious, but they moved me back to a village hospital for a week. That's where I met Elise. She's a nurse, French, speaks English like a song. There's sadness behind her eyes, quiet and constant. Her husband was killed by the Germans in 1942. She told me with this kind of numb grace, like it's just another fact about her now. She cleaned my wound like it mattered. No judgment, just warmth. I've never felt more human in weeks. December 4th, 1944. Elise made me soup. Chicken, I think. I helped her stack firewood behind the clinic, and she laughed when I dropped the whole pile like a fool. Felt good. Real. That night, I kissed her. It wasn't a mistake. It didn't feel like betrayal. Felt like breathing. But I still think about Maggie every damn day, and that makes this so much harder. December 24th, 1944, Christmas Eve. Snow's falling. There's barely enough wood for heat. The boys are singing carols, off-key and drunk on bad wine. Elise gave me a scarf she knitted. I gave her my only chocolate bar. I didn't write Maggie tonight. I tried. Sat with the pen in my hand for an hour, but the words wouldn't come. What do you say? Dear Maggie, I still love you, but I found someone in the ruins of a war neither of us asked for. She deserves honesty, but all I have is guilt. January 3rd, 1945, outside Bastogne. Snow's thicker now. Trees cracking in the cold like rifle fire. They say we're surrounded. Supplies are low, morale lower. I wrote 2 letters tonight, one for Maggie. I told her the truth. I told her I loved her, but the war changed me, that I couldn't go back to who I was. And one for Elise. I told her she gave me light when everything else was dark, that I didn't know if I deserved her. Neither letter will be sent, but I need someone to know I tried. January 5th, 1945, morning. We move at dawn. I'm scared, more than I've ever been. I put both letters in my coat pocket. If I don't make it back, maybe someone will find them. Maggie, if you ever read this, I never stopped loving you, but I became someone else out here. I didn't want to, I just did. Elise, if you're reading, thank you for letting me feel alive, if only for a moment. If I had more than one life, I'd live one for each of you, but I only have one, and it ends today. 1946, U.S. Military Archives. Private James Callahan was killed in action near Bastogne on January 5, 1945. His body was recovered with 2 unsent letters in his coat pocket. One addressed to Margaret Doyle of Ohio, the other to Elise Dufour of Epinal, France. Neither woman ever married. And somewhere between 2 wars and 2 hearts, one young man's love remained divided forever. Thank you for watching this episode of War Diaries. A page from the past has been read. Subscribe and make your voice heard in the comments. Your support keeps these stories alive.